What happens if you allowed and trusted the natural evolution of your soul and of your human self and of your mind and of your body to happen and to occur? And your purpose would be to enjoy it and to live it and experience it. What happened if you stopped trying to plot and plan your future? Maybe it seems a little uncomfortable, but dear Shambra, there's some very interesting spiritual physics that take place. As I told you before, all energy seeks resolution and consciousness as well. If any two energies or 5 or 1,000,000 energies are out of balance, they will naturally and rather easily find a way to rebalance if you let it happen. Physicists, some of your quantum physicists, are beginning to see this in nature. Natural rebalancing of elements that have been wounded, broken, pulled apart, hidden. Natural rebalancing. All energy seeks resolution. All energy, all consciousness is constantly seeking to expand and experience itself. Your soul just wants to experience, just wants to continue expanding and experiencing, enjoying. So you start combining some of these basic spiritual physics or principles, and you understand that all of this stress, all of this worrying, and all of this control that you've been doing is literally a big waste of energy. But you don't trust yourselves, so you continue playing that game until one day, hopefully, you give up on that old game. You understand that you are God also. You understand that all energy seeks resolution and will rebalance itself. You understand that your soul, your entire being just continues to expand and experience. Now you can let go of all this manipulation and all this stressful work. And you can just allow your life to be in this new state of consciousness. Can you do that? Can you just even imagine right now not having to effort, not having to plot, not having to worry about things? You're just participating in life. Here's an example. Let's say you went on a trip to faraway land. You rented a car. You didn't even understand the language of the land. You didn't have any tools other than your car and a map. But the map you couldn't understand because it was written in a different language. And suddenly you find yourself lost in the middle of this big city. You're frightened. You're scared. Because some of the elements in this city don't look so safe. They're not even driving on the side of the street you're used to driving on. Everything is unnatural. And you finally figure out you're lost. You're in trouble. So you start analyzing. You start trying to figure it out. How to get unlost. You try retracing your steps. But you become even more lost because you've kind of forgot how you got there in the first place. You get frustrated and angry and frightened. You give up. You give up that base of yourself. You give up your own self-worth. And you now assume that others have to help you because you can't help yourself. Well, that's the old energy way. where you're fretting and panicking. The new energy way basically is that you just don't worry about it. Everything comes to you. First of all, you'll probably never get lost. If you're ever in a situation where you feel for a moment that you're lost, you just take a deep breath and you naturally understand that all energies seek resolution. Instead of panicking and plotting in your mind and worrying about what's going to happen to you, you take a deep breath and you enjoy the moment. Then you allow the energies to work for you, to the point where everything you need comes to you. Whether it's somebody who suddenly appears out of nowhere who understands your language and understands the city and can redirect you, or to suddenly realizing that if you go a certain way, you turn down this street or that, it'll naturally take you to where you want to go. That if you just follow your heart, instead of worrying in your mind, you'll actually not only get to where you wanted to go, but you'll find some new places as well. Places that you hadn't even thought about, and experiences that are unimaginable right now. It'll open new worlds and new experiences to you in a way where you're not filled with fear or panic. That's the new energy way, dear Shambra. That is also the natural way of living. Understanding it works itself through. Energies seek resolution. It's a very easy, natural way of life. And you're at that point in your lives right now. You're at that point, that crossroads of making a decision. Do you want to live the old way, which is fine, with the often the fear and the anxiety and the confusion, or do you choose to live in a new way? It's about letting yourself be aware of it and experiencing it. All the, what you would call the mechanics or the planning and everything else is being done at a soul level. You're here now to enjoy life on earth as a master, living in ease and grace, no longer having to battle the forces, no longer being limited by this heaven, this dimension. Now you begin to open up. Allow yourself to experience it sensually. Don't overthink it, and don't start preaching and teaching to other people how they should experience it. It is a very, very beautiful and personal thing.